Welcome back to some more FTL Multiverse with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode we left it at a cliffhanger with the fake Sherlock Holmes, I think it's Sherlock Haynes investigation. Hopefully you did try and work out who it was without just Googling it, but we're going to accuse a suspect at the start of this episode. And we're going to say, none of them killed Henry personally, it was the drone who fired the fatal shot. Because it was the only one that could fire a weapon that had the burn mark the same size, right? Sherlock looks as surprised as the rest of the suspects. The drone, huh? An interesting theory indeed, but one catch. Someone had to be controlling it. Who was it? We know it can't be Dr. Brown, and I'm going to say it was Tom. Tom's eyes go wide. Well, it can't be me. I don't know a thing about drones. His easygoing country accent suddenly disappears and his voice becomes uneasy. No, that's a lie. Sherlock cocks his head. You explain how Tom actually got lessons from Daniel on how to operate drones not too long before the murder as well. Sherlock contemplates the moment. You're right, goodness, even I did not catch that. Tom realizes he's been caught. Desperately, he fumbles to grab his blaster, but is shot in the knee by Sherlock. The other militiamen run to handcuff him and escort Amy and Daniel to safety. Sherlock holsters his gun and thanks you. Good work. Now time to learn what this is all about. Tom is tied up to a chair in an empty room aboard Sherlock's ship. Sherlock paces back and forth. So you're the rebel spy? Tom shakes in his chair, trying to loosen the ropes. Eventually he gives up. You don't understand. Everyone I knew, my family, my friends, they were killed by the Rockman. Is there any better proof that alien life is a threat to mankind? And during that attack, where's the Federation? Is the Federation really that great when they can't even protect their own citizens? Sherlock sits down in the chair on the opposite side of the room and crosses his legs. So you join the rebellion for revenge? Tom nods. The rebellion offers a chance at the galaxy that the Federation could never give us. The galaxy that humanity deserves. Well, based on how we've dealt with Earth, mate, I don't think we deserve much. Sherlock scoffs. Alright, hold on to the manifesto. All we care about is the information you tried so hard to prevent from getting out. He gulps. I will not tell. You slap Tom across the face, which seems incredibly ethical. Oh, okay, I'll talk. I was just a dormant agent sent to watch the sector. For a while now, the rebellion has been trying to invade this sector and lay siege to the militia's hangars and armories. And today, that plan is about to be carried out. Aboard the same station I was stationed at was Henry, another undercover rebel spy. However, he grew too attached to that old man Brown, and when he learned the invasion would put everyone here, even the doctor, at risk, he got weak and was going to snitch. I secured the safety of the rebellion by killing that coward. Yeah, real job securing them. You just did just now, blabbing all their secrets. Sherlock motions for one of the militia guards to gag Tom and remove him from the room. Damn it, if his intel's any good, then we have a serious situation on our hands, and we need to head to the central hangar and alert the general about this quickly. Your ship seems a lot faster than mine, so I hope you don't mind if I catch a ride. Oh, I guess I never did this offline. A while ago, I watched a video about this, like years ago. I think it might have been a Spearmint's video now I think about it. But yes, Sherlock Haynes. The galaxy's greatest detective with a thick British accent and an old earth pipe and revolver. So he learns skills really quickly. He has massive combat damage, only at range though. He suffers from entomophobia, preventing him from engaging in melee combat with insects. Which is interesting. Honestly, we're not going to be using him to board anyway. But we're going to have to replace somebody on the ship for him, because he's a unique crew. I'm sorry, Olofsson. I guess it's going to be you. You're a little bit unlucky. But yeah, Sherlock is going to go in the shields, I guess. Which feels like a comical waste, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And then there's a hangar that we have to go to. So I think we have to like destroy this in a certain time if memory serves. But our ship is comically bad at that. So I'm not sure how we're going to do it. I guess we'll do that for now and get level 3 teleporting. Let's deal with the task first. I guess we'll try and do this with force. Do something like that, and we want to... They can't hide, but they can mind controllers. But we need to do weapons, weapon, Mind control. They have drones. There's a lot going on in this ship. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. Who did you mind control? Somebody that is annoying but not terrifyingly so. So it's going to run away. Go to the drone room. You're going to hack oxygen, which I have level 2 oxygen. That's not that bad. And I have on board an orchid. So it could be an awful lot worse. You go in there and keep the ghosty from ruining my day, please. You need to find a way to get through to hack. I guess we're doing this and this then, for now. And we'll deal with the med bay in a minute. Oh, we got through. Neat. Well, that was lucky, wasn't it? Heal. And the ghosts are biting the dust. That's what that sound is in the background. It's fine. Okay, cool. You're offline. The drones are offline. That's okay. Do that, please. Okay, cool. Drones are done. Probably don't have to fire the Eris again. Medbay is offline. Reboard. There you go. That's okay if they want to attack us, because we're going to blow everybody up. So, could be a lot worse. Although, if you'd like to not blow my clone bay up, please, that would be really good. We just want info. And yeah, we do get a mantis. We get Tarkapet, who is, again, good at boarding, but we don't need him for anything. So in this case, I'm actually going to say no to the unique crew. That's of no use to us. And then we're just going to wait for our ghosties. Yeah, if we were boarding with aerobic crew, Tarkapet's really good. But we're not, so... Although I don't know how that works from a task perspective, that we just booted the guy that has the knowledge. I'm not worried about it. This is probably not going to end up being a C.U.R.A run, but you know what I mean. I guess we're doing more dodge. Because I don't see a store. Let's go to the hangar. Oh, wow, look at that background. It appears you're too late. Already it seems the rebels have begun the invasion. In the distance is a massive militia ship firing on its own men. The rebels have captured the ship and are trying to use it to lead their attack. We're going to try and fight it, although this might be an absolute disaster. This is a nasty ship. Look at this mess. I don't think taking these off is going to be the big deal, but they don't have a lot of weapons either, really. If we're going to kill this crew... I know this sounds hilarious, but I'm feeling like hacking their medbay and then killing them in their own medbay. But I think going for their drone is going to be better because it's right in the middle of the ship and it'll block them. We're then going to board their medbay because they won't be able to get there. The Colonel's going to shoot the weapons. The Eris is going to shoot the drone for now. And the pre-torch is going to set these rooms on fire because they won't be able to reach them. Okay, medbay's offline already. That was quick. Okay, you guys are able to filter through the doors, so that works. Do that, please. Get more dodge. You're going to bomb an empty room. Oh, it's just a regular bomb, so I don't have to worry about that. Cool. Then the Colonel can go for a regular weapon. Drones are offline. I'm not even sure we're going to have to fire the Eris anymore. I think we're going to be okay. Okay, that's all offline. Ah, we took 1 damage, but it could be a lot worse. Let's get that repaired. Okay, they're dealing with fire. They decided the borders, which is very, very stupid. That is not the right decision that you made. There you go. Now they can't get out. Sweet. Close the door, please. The med bay is now going to be engaged with you. Heal the room. And we're not going to fire because I don't want to kill the ship. Which is actually going to be a problem because they are almost entirely... I was going to say they're almost entirely out of crew. So I have to make sure I sit in a room where their stuff's already destroyed. I guess. Maybe we'll just reconstruct to teleport back. Yeah, do that. Move back. That means you're fully healed. They're on fire. Cool. Whew. The Dreadnought has been emptied of crew. The ship falls back down to the surface of the planet, taking out several ships on its way. Fortunately, the generator takes little damage from the impact. Without the Dreadnought to destroy the generator, the fleet stuck within the shield is rendered useless. They are swiftly overtaken by militia reinforcements, and a team of engineers goes to work on fixing the damage immediately. The rebel fleet arrives only to find no way into the hangar. They fire pointlessly on the shields, but soon realize their efforts are futile. Cool, we completed the quest. The militia general thanks you. Had it not been for you, this building would probably be a crater in the ground by now. We cannot repay you enough for your assistance, but we can certainly try. 2 fuel, 1 drone part, 55 scrap, a burst laser Mark IV. Everybody loves us, as they should. Burst laser Mark IV is kind of ass, though, isn't it? This is a crazy weapon because it takes an eternity to charge, but it does fire 8 lasers, which is pretty chaotic. Let's go to the store and see where we're at. Like, what's our game plan going to be? Let's go to the armories first. We're going to get a restock. Nothing to salvage. Let's just go to the store. Cool. We do have cloaking in here. And all the weapons suck. So I guess our decision's pretty easy. I'm going to get rid of the fire starter. That's not going to do anything for us. We might run the burst laser Mark IV, but I'm not sure about that. It's not my favourite weapon by any stretch. But cloaking sure is, and it's our final options. We don't have mind control, which sucks, but it is what it is. What we do want to do is we want to do internal upgrade, onboard tech, defense scrambler. So now defensive drones don't work against our hacking. Not that we have any drone parts right now. Oh, there's another store there. That's kind of annoying timing. But we have so many jumps that we can backtrack one location, I guess. Yeah, we can't hack right now. We have no drone parts. But that's okay. We can just turn this off, turn this on, do that, do that, do that, and that's fine for the time being. So these guys are very, very weak to fire. Which works for me. And then we want to board in their weapons room, and we are going to kernel their weapons room. And the nice thing about having finally managed to get cloaking is that it doesn't matter that they're going to fire before we can do any damage in there. Well, they exploded some of our crew. That's fine, though. Okay, that's down. I don't need to fire at it. Cool. Everybody's toast. Nobody's doing anything in this go. Cool. They're trying to get away, which they might be able to do here. Fire 1 there. That's not a very good deal. But if I shoot them again, they will just die. So maybe we won't do that. Let's take those ghosties over instead. Oh yeah, if you want to block me in against the crystal, then you do you. That's not a smart decision. Oh yeah, that was a terrible decision, because now I can just go through because I'm a ghost. That was not the right decision for you to make. I'm just going to put it that way. That was an oopsie doodle. Okay, so we can do 1, 2, but then we couldn't do 3. So I'm going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just backtrack on one tile. That's fine. I'm just looking for some drone parts. Could get the full repair, but I don't need to. Just give me 3 drone parts, that's fine. That's fine with me. What are you selling? Rotmen. And a Burst Laser Mark III. I mean, it is slightly quicker than a 4, but I don't think it's any better. Actually, I think it's a worse compromise. The 2's great. I don't think the Burst Laser Mark III is very good. Yeah, we can't be using missile and missile forever. But how are we going to get this to work? Because this would take 5 power. So if we solved that, it'd be 89. We need 2 more weapon, which we can't do yet. But we'd sell it anyway. I think we sell life jackets. And then we would need 105 to do this, which we can technically afford to do. But we'd have to do like that, and then it'd be like that or something. Okay, more reactor power in our future is what I'm hearing. We'll get there. Yeah, there's nothing to do. I always check because I think I've salvaged, but you don't always remember, right? We will explore. We will help with the crew because we have a clone bay and we just got supplies. Cool. Next sector. I don't like either of these. So the Theocracy homeworld is disaster for us because they're so hard to beat in crew combat. But the problem with the Geniocracy district is that a load of different crew members take damage. But I don't think the Lanius and the Ghosts do, so I think we might be okay here. I'm not doing the special task, it's fine. I'm not doing the password one because I will forget. We're just going to get the drawing. That's fine. I do like the music in the Geniocracy sector. Although apparently I've only heard it in other videos in the past. We've never been here. Cool. Over your radio blares a brief section from the Geniocracy anthem, followed by a distressed pre-recorded message. This is Professor Alkali, lead researcher and spearhead of the Geniocracy Science District and Genetic Enhancement Project. If you're hearing this, I advise leaving as soon as possible. My team and I are currently locked in Lab Omega. We made a terrible mistake. Our latest creations, the Morphs, they've gone loose. I think they're those like weird blob guys. Worse yet, the rebellions arrive from unspecified sectors. This sector is not safe. It's cut off. Before you is a shell guard, though it's of highly unusual colours. A flat, unfaulted grey hull sets it apart from their usual appearance. Even more peculiar, the ship hails you, speaking complete nonsense. A small grey blob shows up on your screen, making odd, spastic gestures with its body. I'm going to try and speak to them. Bick, bick, tala, tala, tula, tula. Oh, but ripple do. Yes. Okay. So I guess they're going to board us. They have no oxygen on their crew, but we don't care. They've got mind control, but they don't have cloaking. This looks like a we need to hack this ship situation. They have a lot of crew variety. Jeez Louise, look at the diversity. We don't have enough power to do all these things I want to do, but that's okay. What did you mind control? Oh, the floral, that's fine. What do we want to hack? It's not the scariest weapon lineup in the world. But they don't have oxygen, so using the pre-torch is pointless. So I guess we'll hack the med bay. And they hacked our weapons too, so this is going to be a slow fight. They boarded our clone bay. So you can move in there, you two can move in there. I'd really appreciate you not blowing up our hacking, though. Mr. Elephant, can you go in there and just keep them distracted? Let's dodge that. Or not, because we dodged absolutely nothing. Good effort, guys! You did it. By which I mean you did nothing. Can you get out of there so the Rockman can come in, please? Thank you. Do we shoot something with the Colonel? I think we once shoot their mind control. There we go. So their mind control's offline. We don't have to worry about that. They're all toast. Without crew on board to stop you, you can investigate their ship. You get a beam. We can salvage. We'll attempt to open the cache. We did lose a person very temporarily, but because of the joy of the clone bay, that's not as big a deal. We just took 3 hull damage, which is a bit stinky, but what are you going to do? No. Oh, there was one ghost hiding. Sweet. Good job. They told me, because I did not notice. I think it was... Was it Site Omega they said that all the badness was happening? I think. Let's go check it out. Yeah, it was. It was the location mentioned. We're going to dock. Oddly enough, it appears the gas in the facility has been shut off. Okay. The interior hallways are mixed in splashes of red and green blood. Ooh. Looks like a massive firefight happened here. Let's keep going. At last, you reach the locked door, and once you break it open, you spot a wounded shell. You, give me that. I genuinely don't know what the correct answer is. I want some answers first. Okay, fine. We gave him the brown liquid. Good, and he's going to boost my regenerative properties again. Now, why is the Federation intruding in this sector? I didn't realise the ongoings of the Geneocracy concerned you with such other matters. Why are the rebels here? He doesn't know. Cool. The morphs, you see, were created to work for the shells. Do the hard manual labour, a work of goddamn genius. He was super happy about creating life himself. Cool. No, he thinks somebody sabotaged his facilities. Neat. We're on a quest to reach Node 17. Well, duh. Everyone knows where you're going. I swear, everyone's heading to that forsaken place. You could have used that MV tech too. I don't know. Solve ancient mysteries or create some sort of interdimensional utopia. Look, I came here because of the distress crew. Ah, some kind of philanthropist, are you? Great. Well, I guess you're a better escort than, I don't know, something that's worse than you. You don't subscribe to any silly religions or vaccinated, right? Well, we have Floral Crew. I just wanted to be a dick. Ugh, orchid florals, I would much prefer the company of your vampweed brethren. Never mind then, for the time being I'm aboard your ship, you should let me sleep in whatever room doesn't have any spiritual paraphernalia in it. I don't care if it's a broom closet. As you begin to depart from the station, a rebel ship jumps in, but it's not like any time you remember in your debrief. Yellow helmet with the word Legion on it stands out to you. Is this some new fleet? Federation, under any other occasion I would not hesitate to destroy you. However, we're here on important business. Hand over the scientist and you'll be permitted to leave. We've already disabled your long-range FTL drive. So, if we want to commit to this, we can't run. I don't see any of the worst weapons in the world, so I'm going to refuse. I'm going to get the 1 health while I'm at it, though. So, Professor Alkali takes double oxygen suffocation. He can heal nearby crew by blowing himself up. Can install the crew laboratory upgrade for free if you don't have it. Okay. But who do I get rid of? Aloe Vera, I guess? Okay, well, we need to put you wherever Aloe Vera was, but for now I'm just going to put you in sensors. I think that's where they were. Cool. What's going on here? You're going to hack my doors. It could be a heck of a lot worse. You're boarding our clone bay, which is a little bit annoying, because we're going to have to break in there. Oh, or not, because you're going to come and visit me, I guess. Okay. What type of crew are you? Legionnaire operatives. Oh my word, look at the amount of damage they do. Wow. That's pretty crazy. I mean, it's cool, but that is horrendous for us. Wow, you are absolutely toasting my medic. Something fierce. Yikes. Okay, we need to hack something, clearly. We need to hack... They don't have a lot of crew. What on earth is this crew member? Their weapons are not that scary. Hack their med bay. Pre-torch their weapons and their oxygen. Colonel is going to go for cloaking. And then the burst, when it's ready, can go for drones. And then we still have 1 power left, so we might as well put it in something. Get more dodge, I guess, for now. Because, I mean, the level of shield's down. Maybe we should keep it idle. Okay, our medic just bit the dust immediately. Don't blow up our doors. I need them for door exams. Okay, now that you're in the med bay, you're going to take damage for it. Just going to hide to give ourselves some time for shields to improve. Dr. Alkali. Oh, you can't use it on low health, so I guess you can't just, like, suicide yourself, I guess. It makes sense, but it still sucks. Okay, well, I guess different plan then. We're not boarding you yet. You go back. You two go in, because I don't want my doors destroyed yet. Why can't multiple ghosts go in there? Oh my word, they're absolutely mullering them. Yeah, our crew is getting absolutely roasted. Like, so quick. Well, they're going to blow our doors up, which is stinky. Can you not do that, please? You're going to go in there and get ready. You're going to be ready for when they lose. Ow, that's rude. And then... What do you mean you're not ready yet? Sherlock, can you get in there? Thank you. But yeah, we just have to keep them busy for now. Make sure they can't use their medbay. And then we want to do... Colonel against the weapons. Okay, they did run away. Go repair the doors, please. That breach is fine. We'll deal with that later. Actually, you can do that now while we wait, because you don't need oxygen. Okay. Stop firing the burst laser Mark IV. We don't need it. Turn that on. Shields. All of this. I want as much dodge as possible. Get this fixed. I want to hack that medbay as soon as I can, because I don't want to fire the Colonel yet. Like that. Everybody move. Get in there and beat them up, big style. Okay, I have to be careful at this point, because I don't want to blow any of their systems up. Because if I do, then it'll blow the ship up. But I suspect I'll get more rewards if I don't blow the ship up, right? Hey, we did it! Sorry, that's so quiet. The rebel vessel has been defeated, leaving behind plenty of scrap and an unusually high-tech weapon. A Zenith Laser Mark 1. Only a little racist. You move closer, tearing open the cargo bay to find a wounded rebel soldier. As soon as you approach, he panics, reaches for a sharp piece of metal, and plunges it deep into his chest. Oh. Okay. Seems most of the data on the ship was purged during the fight. A strange practice, but it seems they knew their fate before the fight had even begun. Whatever the ship was, it was very clear orders were not to let anything leak. Maybe this won't be the last time you see a ship like this. Who knows? We need to bring you back. So our dudes are going to have lost a lot of skill there, invariably, because like so many of them died. But we get this weapon I've never seen before. So it takes 1 power, it takes a long time, it only fires 1 shot, but it does 4 damage. So it's like a super heavy. Well, I guess we're not using the Lucerne, so I can put that here. So for this combo, we would need 6 power. Interesting. Okay. Cool. I guess. A distress, a sight, a task. We have a lot going on here. I want to get to Sylvan for sure. Hopefully Sylvan has something interesting for us. Site Delta has nothing in it. But it's in a really annoying place because it can only go to the exit. Let's go to this dress and see what's going on. Okay, of all the things you'd expect a rebel ship to be, the one sustain distress. No. We're going to blow them up because I don't trust them to not do something gross to us. Pre-torch, get it in their clone bay. And we don't need the... We don't need any weapons on the go right now. I don't think we're going to need to hack them here. I think we can just board them and wreck their day. They do have MFK... Well, they don't have MFK aces. They're just rebels. Regular rebels. That's fine. Yeah, no, I'm not worried about this. Although the fire... How come it didn't start setting things on fire? Okay, that's why, because it never fired. So that would explain it. I'm not sure I need to fire it, though, at this point. Yeah, they have a fire in here anyway. We can just keep them distracted for now. See you later. There we go. Cool. And we should be good. Cool, 51 scrap. Let's get all of you into one room so you're easy to bring back. Reconstructed teleporter, they're giving you the full heal, is so good. So good. I wonder if we get something for going to all the sites. I don't know. I'm tempted to give it a go, though. We're kind of in this weird situation where our ship's oddly good against these things. You have mind control Mr. Booger. Mr. Booger is probably going to get oogered. Sorry about that, Mr. Booger. And shells. Well, we know shells are comically weak to asphyxiation. So let's just get that into motion. And yeah, we murderized Mr. Booger. It just is what it is at this point. Okay, you guys are back. Let's go into... Well, first things first, let's pre-torch all of this. And then we are going to kernel your clone bay, and we're going to invite everybody in to play on the shield room, please. Okay, those guys kind of murderized me. let's be fair, that's kind of what they did. Which was very rude of them, more than anything else. It was very rude. If you could stop, like, destroying my ship, though, that would be gravy. Oh, and my kernel's missed. Yeah, see, their clone bay is still just about online, which is very annoying. If we could try and fix that, please, that would be great. Oh, we murdered all of our crew, but apparently we murdered all of their crew too, so... It could be a lot worse. Stop ruining all of my days. Come on. Okay, so let's get you guys in piloting. You're toast, and we are good to go. 56 scrap and another hull laser, or hull beam rather. That is not useful to us, but what are you gonna do? So Alpha, what you got going for me? We're gonna try and access this lab. Take the four scrap, why not? You are clone bay and cloaking, and a... Oh, you have a Vulcan. That's not what I want to see. That is definitely not what I want to see. Luckily, I think there's only level 1 cloaking by the looks of it. We need to turn on the kernel. Go for weapons, because we need the Vulcan to go down, please. And I'm going to hack... Actually, I'm going to hack their weapons, kernel the clone bay. Where are you at? I don't want the Vulcan to ever trigger, because then it'll just get more and more momentum. Do that. Let's set things on fire. And then I probably won't have to send the kernel out to do anything. Maybe other than just maybe fire once on the weapons. There we go. Okay, cool. No more needed, hopefully. There we go. They're all ghost toast. Fire in the cloaking. And he's going to suffocate in the weapons room. Sweet. There you go. Ghost toast. You're surprised to find a still functional terminal in one of the rooms. It appears to have been halfway through sending a message until it was disabled. The final containment unit has been breached. Rebel forces have descended on Site Alpha and have stolen Subject Zero. I assume that's some type of morph. We are requesting immediate backup, and MFK Ace has already arrived. Okay. No, I don't want to leave yet. I just wanted to see where they were. Okay, the quest is on the path I wanted to go anyway. Okay, cool. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're probably going to do the exit and then try and get back. The task is, for C.U.R.A. is going to go in the bin, I think. Can't do everything. We will offer the trade. You expect a simple response, but instead they receive a loud screech. You're one of them morphs, ain't you? You draw your blaster, shooting the smuggler, but not before he shoots your own crew. Luckily, there's indeed no risk, and your crew comes back perfectly fine. Thank you for the freebies. I just wanted to trade. How very rude of you. We should do this, get a couple of that, get that up to, is it 6 that we need? Do that. And then I want to go and do internal upgrade. I can do ether tech now, that's interesting, but that's not what I want to do. I want to do onboard lab. Because I have the professor, it's free. And yeah, he already upgrades the lab to level 2, so he does it by default. Okay. I don't know what the shells get. I've never seen it. They get a lot of options. So they can have gyroscopes. They don't get the double oxygen penalty, but they lose movement speed. That's slugs, buddy, not shells. We could pick to have the same telepathic ability of slugs, but that's not super useful for us because we have a slug. We could do 50% movement and healing speed. Radiance will not heal more with their ability. That's not that bad, but we'll do it. Just say we did. We don't have a shell guardian, so that's inconsequential. We don't have a shell mechanic, so that's inconsequential. I think he counts as one of these, but no, that's fine. I don't need any of that. Cool. Well, we did some upgrades to our professor, so I know I don't use the onboard lab very often, but at least we can say we did here. What we do want to do, though, because I nearly forgot, was go internal upgrade, cloaking, shadow weaponry. Cool. We don't have a huge amount of missiles as a result, but we're definitely gonna want that. So it's just a no-brainer. Let's go to the distress and see what we get. We will help you get rid of the morphs. That's a lot of weapons on this ship, but other than that, it's not the scariest ship in the world. You boarding us is stinky, but we can get you to combust, and then I can have Elephant heal you at the same time. So theoretically that should really help, right? Yeah, they should be able to handle things pretty well. And then they're trying to break into the med bay, which when they do, will be their absolute doom. So we can do this, hack their med bay, so now they take damage from it. And now they're toast. Yeah, absolutely. Cool! Another drone that we don't need. This is a running theme. Oh, the two ghosts are just sitting there in the fire like that dog where everything's fine. Ion Storm. Not really what I'm looking for. Store for a slug. Don't really care. I think we're just going to ignore that. Mind control again, which I can't do a ton about, but we can take our medic over there anyway. We're going to board weapons. We're going to pre-torch nothing because it doesn't matter because they don't have any oxygen on board. And we're just going to try and ruin their day. It's really what it boils down to. Their drone should be absolute ghost toast. They had a drone, but they have no drone anything on board. That's weird. Come on, can we take out their crew or their weapons before we run out? That would be great. Come on. There we go. Cool. Awesome. We were able to kill their crew before their missiles fired. Sweet. Sylvan, buddy, give me something cool. I'm looking for cool stuff. Oh, he has a story to tell. Have you ever heard of the tale of the triple-headed planet-eating snake monster? No, of course not. I made it up. I don't got a story to tell this time, but I did see something pretty cool. Does that count as a story? Not really. Oh my word, that's a lot of words. So there's a couple of things. The most obvious is killing off all the morphs, except for the fact that this is bound to be teamed with all sorts of them. No oxygen either, makes it real tricky. The second, you find some sort of miracle and learn how to understand these things and convince them to give you their ship. Good luck with that. I heard there's some big one called Maju, who I think we've had before. You gotta shout it out like USC, somewhere around this part, somewhere around Site Alpha. Sure. We'll give it a go. I don't have anything to sell you, which is weird. Battery beam? This provides 2 power to whichever weapon is directly to the right in the weapon list. So it's a beam that provides power and is a beam. Okay. He's just got a flak too, which is always good. Although this looks like, yeah, it's even better than normal. It's leech loot. So it's quicker, and it causes more fire and breaches. And then we have this matchbox. So it's a fire starter laser, which fires an extra shot, but doesn't always set things on fire. It usually does, but it doesn't always. Well, get rid of all this crap. That's a lot of scrap. So how's this going to work, then? Is this then the time we get... See, the pre-torch is so good for the crew kills, but the crew kills are useless against the flagship, because you can't do it that way. But I also don't think the Zenith Mark 1s are very good. But it only takes 1 power. This is a crazy weapon. I think we get that regardless. We would do something like that. I'm going to get rid of the Zenith. We're not going to use it. The question really is the pre-torch going to matter? I'm going to say get rid of the pre-torch. It's worth so much money, by the way, which is insane. We're going to sell it now. And then we can't buy multiple loot things from Sylvan. But I think this is the way to go. We probably should have kept the heavy, but I want the scrap. So we can do something like this. What do you mean not enough power? Do something like that. That's a crazy ship that gives us a ton of options. But yeah, we have to do... Oh, there's the quest marker. That sucks. That is a terrible location. So we have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have to dive. Well, let's give it a go. Sure. We are going to attack the ship. And we are going to board into weapons, shoot the clone bay, and we probably do... Maybe we should hack. Yeah, there's a lot we should probably hack here. Oh, you boarded us where we were going to attack you from. Cool. If you want to murderize yourself before we've even board you, I'm okay with that. They have a lot of dangerous crew. This is going to be a little trickier. I'm going to hack their weapons as well, because that will box them in. Yeah, they can't bring all their crew in that way. And as a result, we might do okay. Do that, do that, do that. Oh, we missed a shot. That was rude. The burst can go for weapons as well. I need to keep you guys trapped in there, please. Oh, wow, it all missed. Apart from one shot on the clone bay. That did go through. Ooh, spicy. We need to get as clone bay as possible, please. There you go. So you can fire your flak once. There you go. That's offline. No, not you. Don't you run away. You can run away. Or not, because you can just explode. I mean, that works too, I guess. And then we want to, as soon as we can, we want to board again. Into weapons. Yeah, this is fine. It's a little spicy, but it's fine. You can probably stop firing the Colonel at this point. There you go. Suddenly, a voice bursts out of the rebel ship, though it's oddly unhuman. Okay. You are so kind. It's not even a person, but a bizarre recording. You don't receive a response for, but you begin to think they ignored you. Can I trust you? Sure. This is not Rebels. I am Jamu. Okay. There's Jamu. Pujuk Spip Poo Rouge. What the frick is this? So you're immune to suffocation. Okay. Well, what the heck do I get rid of here? I can't believe I need more crew than this. I think we'll just get rid of a ghost. Which ghost? Declan? See ya. Wouldn't want to be here, because we're not you. Everybody move to their new location, please. Yeah, I guess we'll take Poo Badoo 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 with us. Or whatever the heck his name is. He's a massive boy. Okay. So based on the conversation, we have to get to Site Delta, then the quest, and then back again. This is very spicy. This is going to be a long video, this one. Explore. There's nothing of interest other than just one guy that wants to ruin our day with 1,000,000 weapons. So we're going to have to do that. We don't have the pre-fire anymore, so we're not quite as good in dissuasion as we were before. That's how I'm going to phrase it. But they don't have a med bay, so I'm going to put all my crew in there and it should be fine. Yeah, they don't have any super strong crew. Nothing crazy. A free mantis, but that's really about it. Yeah, you two stay here. You two go for weapons. We are going to shoot... piloting. Like that, because now nothing will miss. And then you're going to shoot weapons. There you go. See you later. And now we have almost no health on any of our crew members, but it's fine, because we can just move them back whenever we're ready. Don't do that. Thank you. Everybody move back. That fully heals them. Have no weapons involved, please. And then once we're ready to roll... Nope. We're just going to go over there and take all their stuff. Wow, that was more damage than I thought. Yeah, that was spicy. There's fires everywhere. Okay. You guys are going to get all toasted. Thank you for the freebies. And I need to get out of here before this ship blows up. Excellent. That's a lot of scrap. So we could go to the exit, but we're not going to. Do that. We now have 4 layers of shields on this very, very strange ship. Like the way this ship is built. Very odd. We will contact the lab. Look at the size of the guy. Crap, you'll never take us alive, Federation. Maybe if you can damage them enough, they'll surrender and you can figure out what's going on. Maybe. Okay, what's the game plan here? Burst laser, the weapons. Colonel the drones. No, Colonel the med bay, I guess. Because I assume if I blow up their everything, they'll say something? We'll see. Oh, anti-personnel drone. Interesting. Take a med bay man in there, and we're going to board into their... Let's go into their weapons room for now. And they'll probably blow up because the shells are really, really annoying. But we'll have to deal. How is my Rockman getting absolutely toasted here? By the way, he's getting absolutely crushed. Yeah, our crew is getting absolutely like bamboozled here. Get the battery beam on that. And then the Colonel can go for weapons again. I mean, honestly, we go for oxygen. They will really struggle without it. But probably best to just go for weapons. Don't auto-fire the battery beam. That would be a bad idea. But I'm going to hack their shields. Because that will cause them to get absolutely wrecked. Elephant can heal. Okay. Cool. Why don't... Yeah, the rebels hate aliens. Give us the cargo. What? That's about our money. Fine, I'm fine. I'm so fired for this. Okay, we got a completed quest and the Cyclopean beam. True to what the shell said, if the Rebellion has use for this, so will the Federation. For the blueprint, you can forward them to the Federation base. Interesting. Thanks for blowing up my clone bay right at the last second, you butt munch. Very rude, because now I'm going to have to wait before I can get my other fellas back. Here's a dice I did not make earlier. I have a fridge behind me in case you were curious. Okay, so let's get the clone bay up and running a bit more, because we need more speed. Hello, Oog Majoog, or whatever your name is. Giant slime of doom. Oog Majoog. They're having fires wrecking everything, but the sounds of it. Oh dear. Okay, so yeah, we have to get to the quest, and then we're going to have to dive on the way back, and we are low on resources. Oh, we can feed Oobmaju? Okay. So you can feed him resources down create... Oh, okay, so that's how you get more morph crew. I'm not going to do this. Oh, interesting. You make different types of morph. Huh. Very interesting. But no, that's not what we need to do. I'm just going to do a little bit of repair. And then we have to head to the quest. And then head back. And we are going to be in comically bad shape. Yeah, we have nothing to do. I keep looking because I'm like, I must have forgotten. No, you didn't. I think we might have done all the prereqs here. We've arrived at the coordinates. We are going to approach. You move closer and the cruiser instinctively raises its weapons. Maku, Juka, Yip Yip Rule. If you had to guess, they want an explanation for why you're following them. And because we have Ooj Majusi, Pick Urius Sputu. Ship unlocked. Morph Spurgle Yurgle Slot A. As soon as they hear the voice of Ooj Maju, their leader, all of the morphs stop. After some gibberish back and forth, the morphs transfer over some data for the ship blueprints. Okay. And they give us 57 scrap and a drone we can't use. Cool. We're unlocking things for days in this run. Jeez. I was really hoping they would give me, fuel, weapons, anything like that would be good. Because we are going to have to play the dive game here. There is no bones about it. Can we just escape? Oh, well, we tried. So we don't need a kernel. Just keep the burst on. With 5 levels of shield. Just aim at their weapons. We are going to power up our engines and then just leave as soon as we can. And they hacked our ability to board them, which is inconsequential. This is not that dangerous a ship, honestly. We're just going to leave when time comes. Do, 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 do. It's just like hold music. There we go. Okay, cool. Final sector. Here we go. Well, normally I don't want fuel, but in this case, it might genuinely be quite useful. We're going to take fuel on a sector map. Thank you. We can salvage, try and open the cache, and there was nothing. Cool, really good. How many jumps get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That works for me. Cool. This is a pretty good layout. Okay. Thank you for fixing my everything. That is greatly appreciated. Now we've got fuel for days. We still don't have a ton of missiles or drone parts. Oh, for a small fee, we'll continue on your way. No. No, we are not. You only have 3 levels of shield. I'm just going to blow them up. Yeah, you have absolutely nothing going on, man. You're going to hack us? With what? I'm just going to dodge them immediately and then go into their weapon room. Go into their weapon room as well. Like that. That way Buddy Boy can't get in to help them. And they are in big trouble already. And we're going to end up shooting ourselves a little bit here, but it's fine. Okay, they hacked our weapons, so maybe we won't be shooting ourselves as much, but it's still fine. Come on, Oog Majoog. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, they're trying to run away. Good luck with that. They hit our systems, but they didn't do any damage to us. Which is adorable. So you can go repair that with no consequence, because you don't need to breathe. Don't even fire the burst 4 at this point. That's fine. They're on fire. And they're about to be ghost toast. That's a pretty decent offer if I needed fuel, which I don't, so thank you. See you later. Repair that breach, repair that breach. You repair the oxygen, because then you won't die. I love how the slime just uses like this random arm. What is that? It makes no sense, and I love it. That's so dumb. Absolute gibberish at its finest. It kind of looks like a watering can, kinda. Oh my word, how long does it take to repair? There we go. Cool. Next up. Let's see what we're going to get past the purple moon. We are fighting a multiverse cruiser. Not super scary. Board them. They do have a clone bay. Move into weapons. We are going to one time shoot them in the clone bay, and then we are going to shoot them in the weapons when the time comes, because they're going to board us invariably. Going for cloaking. An interesting decision. Not the decision I would have picked, but to each their own. They do have a defensive drone on board, which is a little annoying. But their clone bay is offline. Their drone's about to toast. Okay. Oh, their clone bay's back online. We can't be having that. Shoot that back down, please. Yeah, we can't have that. Absolute nope. Hard pass. Let's move you back so you don't just get murderized for no reason. This might be a blow up the crew situation on, like, the entire ship. Oh wow, that missed. Right before I didn't hit the button on time. Yeah, I think this might just be a blow up at everybody in the crew situation. There you go. That's back offline. I'm even tempted to use a drone part just to get their shields down in time for the burst of fire. Just to speed this process up a bit. Oh, we left them on 1 hit point. Of course we did. Oh, I had the battery on auto fire. That's why. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie poopsie. But as soon as this burst 4 fires again, they're done. See ya. Such a stupid weapon. Cool. Everybody back where they should be. So yeah, so we can do Judge Merchant Base, and we'll get to the base the same turn that the flagship does, I guess. Okay. So. I'm kind of surprised we're not talking to the diplomacy guy. I also noticed I haven't talked about the Cyclopean yet. We'll have to deal with that in a second, too. Who do we want to go to? The Judge of Tech or the Judge of Warfare? Probably Warfare. And we're going to show him... Which loot is more important? The Renegade loot, probably. Oh my, the loot of another Renegade! I find nothing more humorous than when you savages infight. Oh, thank you for that. They say the good admiral had a brother. I have never met him. I heard he hid like a coward. Thank you, friend. Yeah, we never talked about the Cyclopean. When famed shell scientist Dr. C.U.R.A. suggested that they develop a beam that concentrated a lot of corrosive gas into a single straight line, people thought he was crazy. But guess what happened? So this is a beam. Beam that takes 2 power, 14 seconds, really long beam, but it only does 1 damage, but a massive breach chance. Interesting. If I wanted to power that, I'd have to get another layer of weapons, which I could do. 100% could do. Let's take a look and see what Sylvan has. He's got a Rancier beam, so I'm going to sell that to him. Trash guns and trash guns. Flak 3, interesting, but no ion pre-flak. Get this crap out of here. None of that is what I want, but that's okay, because now I've got scrap for days. So I'm going to do this. Get another layer of doors. And then this allows us... Let me do some maths here, but while we're under no pressure. So if I wanted to run the Cyclopean, I would need another, what? 4 power, so I need... If I did that, I could then do this. Technically, it's only 5 because this is -2. I guess I didn't even need to do that, but it's nice to have the redundancy. But yeah, we can do all 4. I don't think the Cyclopean's crazy good, but it's interesting. This is an interesting weapon combination. If I do it like that. Yeah, that makes sense to me. We're going to be a little lacking when it comes to overall ship power, but it is what it is. So, do we want to do anything else first? We have 146 scrap. We can't do anything with that. Cool. We should do... internal upgrade. We already did the Clone Bay one. Probably... yeah, we'll do that, because that'll cause... when we do our hack, it'll stun the crew in that room. Won't kill them, which is good. And we want to do ion field as well, so that we don't get ionized as frequently. That's fine. We don't have to deal with that with these guys. So the door upgrade is irrelevant. I don't think we have to do anything else. I think we're good. Okay, cool. Let's go to our home base and see the flagship in all of its rude glory. So, we are going to be mind controlled. There is nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. So I am okay with the Colonel auto-firing immediately on their dangerous weapon, their missile. The Burst definitely wants to auto-fire on the shields. Remind me to not have auto-fire on for the third phase of the fight, assuming we get there. And we're not going to board them yet. Do this and that, and then this and that. Because we want them to start suffocating, ideally. We can bring in our medic to help heal everybody else. We want to hack shields. And then we want to do this immediately, because it's going to take so long for the burst 4, but we have level 3 hacking, so it's definitely worth it. Okay, so that's nearly down. More crew shenanigans is fine. And we are down to nearly no shields. Now we are. So the Cyclopean can do this. Wow, that's a long beam. And the battery beam can do this. Oh, some absolute shredding going on here. Colonel can now go for mind control. Again, we don't want to kill all their crew. Killing their crew is not the priority. Close all the doors. Get Mr. Oxygen in there, please. If you could stop blowing up my clone bay, please, that would be greatly appreciated. We need to power up our clone bay, too. That's not the right room to choose. That was a poor choice of room. Okay, this is all fine. It looks really painful, but it's not. We're absolutely fine. Yeah, there they go. They're ghost toast. You need to all deal with the crew. Thank you muchly. Close all the doors. Okay. Cool. Phase 1 is fine. I'm just going to have you run away. I don't want you to lose your skills. Excellent. So we're going to have to spend a minute to wait for our crew, but that was fine. We took no damage at all, but it is the easiest phase, so that's a good sign, I guess. In this case, though, it's a little bit more difficult because we lacked mind control, right? So that was Chaos Burgers, but we're still okay. We are still okay. I guess while we have a moment, you might as well heal our professor up a little bit. Cool. We're waiting for nobody else. Turn this off. And we can... Well, we have 85 scraps. We might as well do something with it. There you go. Get all the base systems. Sweet. Phase 2. The drone phase. And we still want to immediately try and hack their shields. And on this occasion, do that straight away. You do this straight away. We want to board straight into their drone control. You went straight for hacking, which is an interesting choice. But there's also another one here. So let's get him over. Let's get him over. As best we can, anyway. Because I know our doors are being hacked, which is a little bit rude. Come on. Okay. Battery beam. Do this so it doesn't fire. And the Cyclopean can do this. There we go. Sweet as a nut. Get the medic in there. And then we want to dodge all of that malarkey, please. You guys have smashed all of the everything. Again, I don't want to take out all of their crew. That's not the goal here. Okay, they're now offline, so we should just be able to shoot them with impunity. Yeah, they're in bad times. I'm trying to not completely kill their medbay, though. That would not be my idea of what we want to do. Move all of my crew back, actually. Once they can, anyway. We'll move some of them back. Just to fix these breaches. Because these are ghosts, and they can. Cool! Well, we just murdered some of our own crew, but we tried to save them. That time, that was not me being a person playing badly. This is why I like a clone bay, though. You can play so much more fast and loose, right? If this was a med bay, you'd be like, oh my god, I'm too scared to move my crew over. What will I do? Here, I'm just like, you know, yippee-ki-yay. So, cool. Alright, there's Ooj Majooj. Which still sounds like some type of slur. I don't think it is, but it sounds like it. Awesome. Everybody's ready to roll. I can't do anything for 26 scrap, so I guess we're going back to the base. And this is the dangerous one because we don't have magnetic payload this time around, so we are just going to have to eat that. Now, I think we can board, but I don't think hacking works through here, right? Yeah, you can't hack through a super shield with what we had, but you can board through it. This is important because we want to take down the missile weapon so we don't have to bounce between the missile weapon and the super weapon for what we cloak through. And we want to automatically have, once we can see them, everything fire. Yeah, man. We have 45% natural evasion. That's pretty decent. Okay, battery can just do like this. Cyclopean can do like that. The burst is going for the shields. The kernel is going for that. Again, it doesn't matter what we aim for right now. We're just trying to clear the super shield. But we do want to board. Do this. You two can go to the cloaking. We took 1 damage, but that's fine. Bomb in an empty room. Woe is me. And this is proof that it was really, really helpful to have that contingent power. Right? So, it worked out after all. So the super weapon's going to fire. We're going to be absolutely golden. And we can just run away and have them chase us. That's fine. And the super shield is almost gone. Move you guys back. That fully healed you. And now the super shield has gone. I mean, I'm going to turn oxygen off temporarily so we can then get to shields. We're going to get hit again by the lasers. It's kind of inevitable. And all 3 of them hit at 48%. That's rude. That's all I'm saying. That is a big old rude. That's a pretty spicy hit. Especially because we had a fire in the doors. But it's still going to be fine. We should turn off auto, though, because remember we said we were going to. These 2 can still be on auto. These 2 do not want to be. We should probably turn oxygen on, though, at this point, because we're a little bit low. Okay. So, state of play. They have no shield, so battery can go back on. Do that. And then the Cyclopean, they're never going to get their shields back online, honestly. So we can just do... It is a surprisingly long beam. I'm impressed with how long the Cyclopean is. I said I did not realise just how crazy long that is. That's an impressive one. And they are in big trouble now. Yeah, there we go. That was perfect timing for it too. Okay, yeah, they are toast. Yes, I know. All their crew have just toasted. It's fine. But yeah, now they are absolutely done like dinner. Like they are absolutely goosed. Took us a while to take this ship out because we don't have a very aggressively biased ship, but we've unlocked a lot there. That was a really, really productive run. Pat and the Elephant did it with Elephant Ohm, Ferris Corbin, Dr. Kozar, Selene, Mr. Booger, Gracie, Haynes, Alkali, and Ooj Maju. We may have had to bin Pat, but this is what Pat would have wanted. I hope you really enjoyed this long episode too. We're probably going to arrange it for something like New Year's Eve or something, I think, is when it'll come up. So you have a nice video to watch if you're kind of falling asleep waiting for the midnight fireworks. Well, frankly, listen to me, you're probably going to go to sleep. But I can pretend not. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Please do the old like, subscribe, comment dance. We did really well. It was really exciting. Let's check what the score is. 5286. Not in our biggest list, but we're not far the top 5. See ya!